Hey there. So, welcome to the Mystic Altar Hypnotherapy channel. Today I'm going to talk about hypnotherapy, how and why it's used, and explain how my method works. So, hypnotherapy is a natural state of mind in which you're very, very relaxed. And you probably have experienced this many times in your life, staring into a fire and becoming very relaxed and clearing your mind, and also right before you fall asleep. That is another time in which you become very relaxed and your mind is clear and your conscious mind isn't chattering. The chatterbox is not on anymore. So when the chatterbox isn't on anymore, you're probably in a pretty hypnotic state, even if your eyes are open. So, yeah, basically you're relaxing. And so there's two forms of suggestion. Hypnotherapy is based around suggestion. Indirect suggestion and direct suggestion. Indirect suggestion happens to you every day in your life, even when you're not relaxed. Sometimes you're in a high intensity situation and someone is giving you indirect suggestion. That might be, in a workplace when someone says, hey, you're not doing your job, but you really are. And then you spend the rest of your day kind of thinking like, oh, maybe I'm not doing my job, but you are. And that's indirect suggestion. Or when someone comes up to you and is like, hey, you look really great today. And then for the rest of the day, you just feel really good because someone said something to you really nice and it had a deep impression on you. And so that's indirect suggestion. And indirect suggestion works. So be careful out there in the world. Pay attention to when people are telling you something. Know that later on in the day it can affect you. And so prepare yourself. And so direct suggestion is with hypnotherapy. You become so relaxed that you bypass the conscious mind, the fight or flight, the reactionary, the chatterbox, the one that's like, wait, is this working? Hey, you need to do this later. Da 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 da. This thing's about to happen. Whoa, watch out. So that thing, you bypass that and you get into the subconscious mind. You get into the memories, the impressions, the triggers, the things that affect you deeply, and you wonder, why am I biting my nail? Why am I like doing all these things? And they're deeply impressed and ingrained in your mind because you've been doing them probably for years and years and years. And there's probably a moment in your life in which you started doing that thing. And that is the moment in which hypnotherapy wants to access in your subconscious mind. And I can't say that during the hypnotherapy session you're going to go back to that memory and remember it vividly and know, but it's not about visualizing it as a memory, but it's more about the impression that it gave into your subconscious mind. And so, like I said in the self-hypnosis video, your mind, subconscious mind, is like a file system, and all of your memories, all of the things that have happened in your life and that have made you who you are, all of your little tics and ways that you respond to things and emotions and things like that are all in your file system. Now, this is metaphorical, of course, but in hypnotherapy, like I said in the other video, you kind of like get the file out and you want to just say like, I don't need this anymore, but I do want this, and then you stick it back in a way. And so with hypnotherapy, there's many things that you can use it for. You can use it for deep relaxation. You can use it to achieve goals, to quit habits, to start new habits, to create talents, to raise your performance levels, to enhance your job skills, to expand your potential, to improve study habits, manage your health, overcome fears, phobias, to help with sleeping, insomnia, um, to help improve your self-confidence, your love for yourself, to find your inner wisdom, to do past life regressions. And with past life regressions, um, past life regressions can help with a lot of things. Now, whether you think it's metaphorical or real is up to you. But there's been a lot of studies on past life regressions, and they're pretty amazing. And they've healed a lot of people of various things that couldn't be healed before. And so, past life regressions are cool. I've done it before, and it is cool. It's pretty trippy. Maybe I'll do a video on my past life regression and post it so y'all can see what I did in my past life. But so those are some of the things that you can use hypnotherapy for, but don't limit yourself. Whatever the mind and the body do together, the integration of them can be used for hypnotherapy. So that's almost anything you could possibly ever think of, because you are your mind and your body. And so when it comes to hypnotherapy, it's endless. In terms of like emotional stuff, getting over a lover, feelings, emotions for another person, I've come to find out that, you know, people are like, I want to get over this person. I don't want to feel this way about this person. It's not necessarily about how you feel about the person, because the way that you feel love, if you feel love and care for someone, sometimes it comes out in these different ways. And if someone hurts you, you feel angry. So our human nature is to love. And so I'm not necessarily going to help you stop loving this person, but maybe find that impression that's inside of you that is causing you the pain and suffering over still longing and loving for this person. Maybe it's feelings of abandonment, isolation, not wanting to be alone, not being able to accept change, you know, being afraid of growth, things like that. So sometimes, you know, afterwards people are like, well, I still have these feelings for this person, but I do feel like more accepting of change. You know, that's another thing. The hypnotherapy, when you first come out of it, it's not going to be like, I'm a different person completely, entirely. It, you're still human being, and you've probably been feeling this thing or having this habit for years or however long you've had it. And so give yourself a minute, because sometimes it will come to you later in the week and you'll just be like sweeping your house and you're like, I feel so liberated or something, you know, and you're like, oh, it worked, you know, or you moved to another city and you started a new life, and then you look back, you're like, oh, wait, I don't care anymore, you know. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it does happen right away. People come out of it and they're just like, whoa, I just realized that the way that I felt about this one thing was actually connected to this other thing. So, you know, you can take it anywhere. And sometimes it takes more than one session because it's so deeply ingrained in your mind and your body. The habit is so deep that you need to do it a couple times, you know. And I usually make people a recording so that they can take it home and listen to it, um, and really try to overcome those things, because not everybody can afford to have 3 sessions, 4 sessions. I would say 6 sessions is tops for any issue, unless someone wants to come for like upkeep. But I would give you a recording and teach you self hypnosis for that. But that would, I think 6 sessions is tops, and not even that. I would say 1 to 3 sessions is normally what it would take for any given issue. Unless you've been smoking for like 40 years, you might need like 6 sessions. But I want people to heal quickly. I want people to find that inner wisdom and peace and healing place. And I love it when people feel good after 1 session. It makes me feel really great. Then I'm like, cool, on to the next person. I want to be able to help as many people as possible. There's like, what, billions of people in the world? So if I can help you with that one issue in 1 session, that's great. Because as a human being, I understand I've worked on a lot of different things, and so there's a lot to work on. And so being able to get one thing in 1 session is really great. And so yeah, so those are the different things that you can work on. And how it's done is inducing a trance. So there's many many different forms of inducing a trance. But basically, a lot of it has to do with surprise. So when you're surprised, your mind goes blank. And when your mind goes blank, there you go. Relax. Just relax. Put it in there because you're not thinking about anything else. And while you're doing this, you're going to probably have thoughts coming through your head, but that's okay. Just say, hey, thought, what's up? How's it going? Cool. See you later. Don't be like, oh my God, there's a thought. Oh my God, a thought. Whoa. Like, okay, now you're overreacting. So just let it go. It's going to come and then it's going to go and then you're cool. So you're being induced, you're relaxing, everything's cool, it's getting all dreamy, your muscles are relaxed, feels great. And then basically after that, in the technique that I do a couple different types of technique. Like the past life regression is different than the transformational healing method. And the transformational healing method is different than when I'm just doing sort of more of like a guided meditation type hypnosis. So the guided meditation type hypnosis, maybe I'll use imagery and you don't feel like talking to me, and that's okay. So you don't I won't be asking you questions or taking you into a dreamlike state, but I will be using guided imagery and metaphors and things like that to help you kind of travel through your relaxation and giving you the suggestions that you want. Maybe you want to just feel more relaxed at work. And so I might say, you no longer feel stressed out at work. We'll go through that first part of releasing, and then I'll let you know, but you will feel relaxed and have a great time at work. And then I know it sounds simple, but it's not that simple. But and then with the past life regression, that's a whole nother story. You go back through this lifetime from you go to age a memory in your midlife, you go to another memory, then you go to a memory when you're like 5 years old, and then you go to a memory, you go through your you go through what's it called, the life between lives, um, which for me and for a lot of people is usually like all of a sudden there's like this white glow and you're like whoa, and then you like travel into this other life and it's trippy. And then once you're in that other life, you start younger, and then you get older and older, and then you can travel into another life. And usually in that life, you can just kind of see who you were, and whatever it is you're working on will usually come up in that. And so that's the past life regression, sort of, in a gist. And so the transformational healing method is another method of hypnotherapy that I use, and it's the one that I use the most because I like it the most, especially when I'm working one-on-one with someone in person. On the phone, I prefer to do more guided imagery stuff because it's harder to talk to someone and to take them that deeply without me being able to. It's kind of like a shaman in a way. I feel that I'm sort of a shaman because if I'm one-on-one with you and I'm taking you into a dreamlike state that is very deep, I want to be there and make sure I can read your body, read your face, read your emotions, and also be able to, if I need to touch your hand and be there for you, or whatever it is, that I can do that. But on the phone, I can't always do that. So just talking and reminding you to relax on the phone is okay. But so in person, the transformational healing method. Here it is. You are going to become very relaxed in a dreamlike state, a waking, controlled, dreamlike state. And in this state, your mind might tell you a message. Well, it will tell you some kind of message. It might be an image, a feeling, a thought, an impression. You might sense it. Sometimes people go back to memories and we revisit memories and try to make them positive. Sometimes people see a symbol. Sometimes people travel. Um, Sometimes people take themselves to like a blissful, white, cloudy kind of room where they're just relaxing. I don't even know if it's a room, it's just like this blissful state. And I think all of it is important, and it's always different for different people. And sometimes people get a very profound message, like take a step back and see the bigger picture. And then other times people are just like, I don't know, I see a fish. And then when you come out of your hypnotherapy, we can look at like the dream dictionary or something and kind of see like, what does a fish mean? You know, we're trying to like talk about it and work it out. But regardless, beforehand we've already talked about what it is you really want and used preliminary techniques to find out what it is that you really need. And so after the dreamlike state, we do releasing, and I'll be releasing anything you don't want. And then after that, we'll put good things in, good suggestions, things that you want. And then basically wrapping it up and bringing you out of the hypnotic state and letting you chill for a second and come back and, you know, we can talk for a second. And so that's what I do with my hypnotherapy. And why it works so well? Well, it's like magic to me. Um, Hypnotherapy is so amazing. It actually found me. Um, you know what? I think this is another video. So I'm not going to get into that right now. But just know that hypnotherapy is amazing, and whatever it is that you're dealing with in your life, it can help you. And I want to keep it affordable, and I want to be able to expand my business and help a lot of people. I would love to be able to work in like women's shelters and with the youth and with foster kids and with people in areas of poverty. So, yeah, that's about it with the hypnotherapy. If you have any questions or you want to set up an appointment, you can get a hold of me at mysticalter@gmail.com, mysticalter@gmail.com, and I have a SoundCloud, which is soundcloud.com/mysticalter hypnotherapy. And so thanks for hanging out, and shoot me any questions if you have any questions, and I hope that you got something from this video. And take care and stay happy.